Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Today we're gonna do the usual thing on my micro channel. We're gonna react to another one of those whiny videos. It's gonna be something is seriously wrong with people nowadays. Very deep thought. Never heard that before. So quick glance at this guy's channel. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, all carrying the same message, more or less. So it's obviously going to be very interesting. But stay with me. Stay with me. We might get surprised. You never know. Without further ado, let's proceed.
I don't know if this is going to sound dramatic, but I sometimes feel like there's just something wrong with people.
It is gonna sound dramatic. It's gonna look dramatic. He already got the smirk, oh, is it just me, guys, or is it the world? The look. He's got the sad puppy eye, pretty boy sitting in a dark room look. He got the what's the Franzen guy style vibe going for him,
And, sometimes it feels like, I just don't understand why people do some of the things that they do. That they
Wow, what a profound message. Sometimes I don't understand why people are doing the things they're doing. Yeah, bro, I feel you. I feel you.
think the way that they think. And sometimes you also have to think to yourself, if everyone does one thing and everyone thinks of things one way and you think of them the other way, are you some super genius who can see through the matrix? And
Yeah, that's obviously a conclusion you and many other type of incels are gonna jump to immediately. I'm against the flow. So if most people are normies and I'm not like them, so I'm obviously on this other end of the curve. I'm a special one. That makes me smart. Yeah, that's the natural conclusion you like to jump to. You'd be saddened to hear maybe that that's not the case, and just because you feel like shit and you feel different, more often than not, it's saying less about your intellectual capabilities or anything, and more about your narcissistic traits. But let's proceed.
whatever, or are you just wrong? Quite often, if everyone says one thing and you say another thing, you probably are wrong. I mean, you come out of a test and everyone's like, oh, what did you get for question 7? 4 kids next to you all say the same answer and you say a different answer. There's a decent chance that you're wrong. But
Okay, first part of the statement, it should be concerning to you if quite often you're wrong. Then there's something wrong with you, The other part, yeah, in the test, there's objective truth. But there's an objective merit of like being wrong or right. Yeah, obviously, if you're wrong in a test within the confinement of a test, yeah, there's a decent chance, as he puts it, that you're wrong indeed. It's like, duh. But if overall in life you're quite often just wrong when you're, conversing with another people or whatever, then you gotta do something about it. That's not actually normal. Honestly, it's not.
these things I've thought about quite a bit, and I just can't believe that I'm wrong on these. It
Okay,
really
come
doesn't
on.
make any sense.
Hit me hard. Come on.
One thing I've noticed more and
Yes.
more, and I think these things I've noticed when the more I've grown up and the older I've gotten.
The older I've gotten, says a guy. I mean, maybe he looks the part. Maybe he's not like a baby. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm cringing a lot. I'm cringing a lot just because I'm used to it. But like, come on, can you blame me? This is the type of content I'm consuming for this channel. Yeah, I'm gonna cringe. And I'm gonna cringe on the appeal to authority based on age from people who are like barely in their 20s or something. But maybe he just looks you know, young in a creepy way. Maybe he's like 45.
The more almost absurd certain things have become, or at least they seem more and more absurd as time goes on. Where before I kind of took them as
Don't tell me you're gonna stay vague as heck. Come on, man. Come on, hit me with some hard truths. Some concrete evidence. Don't be like those other channels. Don't be like those other whiners. Just, the things. It's in the air. You can literally smell it and feel it. They have changed. They're different from before. They're worse from before. We can see through it. We can see through the fog of just bullshit they push. They push upon us. And it's like, what are you saying? You're saying nothing. So let's hope, let's see if you're gonna hit us with some, you know, some concrete evidence, some arguments. Come on, man.
things that are just true.
Things. Come on.
You know, as it's just, of course, you should do this thing, or you should approach
What thing? What the hell are you talking about? Come on, it's time. Come on, let's jump to just what's the deal? What's wrong? Bring some point, some concrete point we can latch to and discuss. Not just, everything is bad again. Everything, some things, certain issues. The things, those things are not like the things before, and those things are different to the things from behind, from the back, and upside down. The things. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on. I'm waiting.
this way because
I'm optimistic. I'm still optimistic. Come on.
That's how everyone else does it. And I think as I've gotten older, I've learned to always think very carefully about the things that I do and the things I believe.
About the things you do, about the things you believe. What fucking things? Come on, let's discuss something. A thing. Let's pick something. Anything, but anything concrete. Come on, man. At least the other videos I had the people who just, you know what? The movies are shit nowadays, and that's why life sucks. Pretty much. It's like, okay, we can discuss this, right? We have something to actually discuss with each other, right? Albeit indirectly, because, you know, it's a recording over recording, whatever. But I hate this shit, this vague bullshit nonsense of just, let's just complain about everything, but nothing specific. Okay, yeah. Oh, I've noticed. Oh, what the fuck did you notice? Come on. But hey, there's time. I'm optimistic. I'm staying optimistic. Come on.
My math degree in college actually taught me this better than anything else could have taught me. Because in my math degree, I learned logic as like a formal.
Why does it sound to me like mouth degree? It's probably my ears, whatever. My stupid accent, I guess.
System. I happened to apply it to like prove calculus and in my real analysis class. But what I learned from that is,
by the way, fuck maths. Like, what the hell? What the hell is even that? It's boring as heck. Come on, man. Hit some philosophy classes, something cool. Come on. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm just too stupid for it, obviously.
That our logic system and how we, you know, our like logic, like how you prove something and how people.
By the way, don't confuse like mathematical logic. It's like, oh no, there's only one type of logic. You know what I mean. If you want to get advice towards life, how to live well, how to feel better, don't go to the mathematicians. Please don't do that. That's a mistake. They're clueless. And everyone who's trying to apply the computer mathematical logic towards life. Try, find a genius, find a real good nerdy mathematician. Try them out. Talk to them. See whether you want to talk to them again. Just saying. Anyhow.
People think it's a system where you have these things called axioms, which are like your base cases. So these, your
I have no idea already. You lost me on that again, like already. Axioms, there's some shit going on. Like, okay, come on. Can we talk about, I don't know, maybe languages? I studied languages and literature. I don't know, axioms of what?
Axioms, these are just things you believe are true.
Yeah, ein Axiom, jawohl, okay, verstehe, ja. Is it gonna be something in maths now, like this mathematical fucking equation axiom? Do we have to appeal to these things now? Come on, man. Okay, let's hear what the axiom is. You're gonna discuss now, but I don't know. I'm just annoyed. Please forgive me.
From there, using your axioms in logic, you come to conclusions. Those are called theorems, right? So you come to a
theorems, yeah, and then there's fucking theories, and then there's
conclusion, which then you can use this conclusion with logic, with other axioms or other conclusions to do another conclusion.
That's great, but can we speak in like normal human language? Not that like any of these things are like completely flying above my head, like with 3 kilometers distance, but still, come on. I thought, well, actually, it's like, come on. Let's talk about life. Yeah, let's talk about life like normal human beings, right? Come on, man, come on. I'm still waiting for the issue, right? Something is seriously wrong with people nowadays. We're talking about axioms in maths. And then, based on an axiom, you built a theory or whatever else. And like, yeah, come on, man. Come on, hit me with some life knowledge. Come on.
So it's like, this is true because of this, and because this is true because of this, and this is true because of this. And eventually you get back to something that you just believe is true.
The axiom, yes.
So I learned this idea that you should, quote unquote, always check your axioms, meaning you should always check the things that you just simply believe to be true. And because those are the things that you're building assumptions on.
Yeah, but actually, what do you mean by always? Before we proceed, let's define what you mean by always checking your axioms. Now, always would mean that you like continuously doing it. What does it mean though? What is a continuum of time? Because every second is not a continuum because there's milliseconds, right? So what do you mean by saying you're checking your axioms always? That's an important point to define. It's like, see what happens when you bring in this bullshit. Come on, man. I get it. It's cool. You studied maths. You want to talk about axioms and logic derived from your mathematical knowledge. So it's great. But come on. Can we please hear the specific issue? Come on. I'm waiting, bro.
I think this is why you can see someone who's really smart, by all intent, like by maybe IQ measurement or just sophistication. Or
maybe because the person just thinks he's smart or she's smart. No. Most people go with that. They just, I just gonna assume I'm smart. I like it. I like being smart.
Smart, like Republican and a really smart Democrat, they go down for a debate and they both sound very logical, but they seem to completely miss each other. I think that
also, let's me as a a wannabe philosopher, right? Smart. Let's define that again, right? Before discussion, let's define the terminology we're gonna use, right? Smart. Again, he says smart by IQ, smart by whatever. Is being smart same as being wise, for example? Is being smart in terms of like mathematical knowledge, as he presents with the axioms, because like an axiom, it's a cool word. Is being mathematically smart equal or the same or whatever to just being, for example, socially smart, let's say, right? Because are you still smart as like the mathematician, the Russian guy who declined $1 million to proceed living with his mother, old mother, and he's like 60 and they live in this little flat, and it's like, is it smart? But he's a genius, right? So what is smart, right? I think those things are much more interesting to discuss. See, that's why being a philosopher is much more cool than being a mathematician. At least us folks here, we got some, I don't know, rapport or whatever, some connection to life, to humans, to how they actually think, to how they actually perceive the world, to how they feel. Just saying.
Big reason for this is because they're working with a different set of base axioms.
The
and
base
I feel like
axioms.
in these debates, you should both agree on the set of axioms and only
The axioms, the axioms, the axioms, and then the axioms, they come and they replace the other axioms, and then the axioms come and the other, and the axioms, the axioms. See, a normal human being would like say things like beliefs, you know, having different belief systems, having another moral compass, things like this, you know, that's how humans talk. Again, it's cool that, you know, look at me, I studied math, so, you know, the axioms and the axioms, but come on, man, come on, bro.
debate on topics. Either debate the axioms and try to change someone's mind on the axioms.
On the axioms? Should I make a cut? Nah, I'm too lazy for this shit. I would have made a cut of axioms.
Or debate topics where you agree on a set of axioms and work from there.
Yeah, the set of axioms.
But I've really questioned the things we just simply believe to be true. And I think one of the most prominent cases I've seen.
Now we're getting to the specifics. Come on.
Is a lot of things in kind of the corporate ladder and career progression.
Well, that's a sudden jump.
And a lot in that kind of world. I went to a high school. It was a boarding school, and I was able to go essentially for free because the headmaster over 100-something years ago said any of the farm kids in a 20-mile radius will always be allowed to go to my school for free, or is like a $500, $1,000 a year is super reduced. But
that's actually cool. I guess it was a good guy. It's a nice offer.
Average tuition for the school was like $60,000 a year. It was like I had multiple truly billionaire family kids in my class, and probably the median net worth of the families of like the kids in my class was probably like 15 or 20 million. Like it was really a unique and somewhat bizarre.
Bro, come on. You got the surfer dude look. You got the big green eyes. Why are you in this cellar or whatever? Why are you not married to a nice billionaire girl? Come on, man. You should have went for the chance of your life. Come on, bro. I'm just saying. Though, okay, you know, I also had a girl from the Rolex family in our class, but yeah, it wouldn't work.
But great experience because I was able to see almost that, you know, a lot of these families and people that had, I mean, some of them were great and some of them were some of my best friends, and still are. But I was able to see, you know, these families that had so much money, right, and so much status, and they were still miserable. They were as miserable as the person making $30K a year, but just for different reasons.
So what? I'm hearing the, you know, specific issues he's you know, presenting, but title is something is seriously wrong with people nowadays. Still nothing related to the title, but okay. So rich people also cry. At least that's a saying in Russian. Oh no. Oh well, that's new. Guess what? People with money are also people. And if you got everything you want in terms of financial, you know, goods or whatever, there's still other segments of life, issues in life, and you get used to this baseline of being rich. It doesn't automatically mean that you're just always happy. It's always sunny in Philadelphia or whatever. That's not how human psychology works. Whatever you're gonna get in life, you're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna want more, and you're gonna feel like shit if you don't get it. That's how it works, for example, with this never-ending spiral of I need more, I need to get more rich and richer and richer and richer. That's human psychology for you. But I guess, welcome to the world. Oh, the rich people. They can be miserable. Oh, who would have thunk? And Elon Musk is like the richest guy in the world, is still filled with insecurities and complexes and trying to present himself as like, look at me, guys. I'm like you. I'm a gamer guy. Look at me. Oh, I'm like you. We can relate to each other. No, we can't. But he wants it so badly. Whatever. Just an example. But yeah, is he so surprised? Or is he again playing a role? Because come on, everybody knows it. We are just human beings. Doesn't matter what you have. In terms of being capable and actually indeed feeling those feelings, feeling like shit, feeling good, and whatnot, everybody's having this. Whether you're rich or not, or whatever else. What's the big deal?
Which I think is a total waste. If you evolve this money and you use it as a tool, you can, in theory, build exactly the life you want to build. And one of the most...
Oh, wow. I mean, often enough, maybe it's a waste in terms of like, yeah, maybe you should, put things into perspective and, acknowledge what you got and, be more happy about it or whatever. But building the life as you want because you got all the money, I guess that's the most American thing I've heard till now. What do you think makes people truly happy? The money? Hitting those dopamine receptors? Or maybe like, I don't know, maybe like human connection, love, family and friends, shit like that, right? Some serotonin based stuff, maybe, feeling fulfilled and happy. Maybe it's to do with social interaction. Maybe if we acknowledge the fact not of an axiom of some mathematical logic, but the axiom of human nature, of being a biological being, which is made to be a part of society, part of commune, having loved ones around and having fun like this. Yeah, I don't know. What's a good movie? Like the Apocalypto movie. I mean, there's documentaries on it, and there's still societies living like this. But whatever. Apocalypto, everybody knows the movie at least, right? I hope. When they show the village and everybody's having fun, they're happy. They hunt together, they eat together, they sit in a circle, whatever, talking, procreating. They have fun. That's the little village, the little commune. They don't have money, they don't even have a concept of money, and they don't care, they have fun. Because that's the nature of human beings. And guess what? If you have all the money in the world, it's not gonna help you to just make truly those like innate, those close connections with people. It's not gonna help with that. Often the opposite is gonna happen. You won't find true friends, true love, because all you're gonna be having is money written all over you. So again, maybe if you get further back from your mathematical equations and all this nonsense, and try actually understand human nature and what a human being needs in this life, maybe it's about other stuff, right? And now again, money is making things better. Money is always making life better. Sure, and complete lack of money can ruin a life, of course. And we're not going to talk about those extremes. Obviously, if you work in every second of your life, you have nothing to eat, you're starving to death, you're homeless. Yeah, that's also not going to help you find friends and family and love and whatnot. Obviously. Still, we're not going to play with extremes to make a stupid argument. But intrinsically, again, human beings, they existed for a long time. We were living in those little communes, and again, some societies still are. Yeah, living in caves, whatever. What do you think? People were always just, oh, they have no money. They were always feeling like shit. Obviously not. And the human emotions, they were always there. So again, it's not about, oh, someone's rich and still not happy. What a waste. It's not that easy. Listen to this. Who was it? Not that I actually, I don't know. I'm very skeptical about many public figures, and this Bilzerian guy or whatever. Again, all those Goggins, Bilzerians. I mean, I'm not even gonna start with this Tate guy. It's like he always did look like some rat or whatever, like completely untrustworthy. I have no freaking idea in hell how the hell anyone could look at a person like this and say, "Oh yeah, this guy, him I can trust." it's like it's like the definition of a conman, an articulate conman. Wow, what a like! It's like, come on, man. I don't know. Maybe people never experience this type of people, and they like get bullshitted that easily. I don't know, but like just because someone can talk, build a nice sentence or whatever, don't like entrust your life decisions towards this person, especially if those people are telling you what to do, what's right, what's wrong, and all that. I guess if it's interesting, you can, take it into account to think about it yourself. But generally speaking, come on. And yes, please listen to yourself. If you see a person and you cringe and like, I don't trust this motherfucker, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. I don't know. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, let's just proceed with the video. I want to be done today, so.
Bizarre things that I saw that I just can't understand. There would be these kids that were super smart.
What? I didn't even finish my thing. Like the Bilzerian guy, I just remember one snippet. I saw somewhere of him talking about like getting a new Ferrari or some shit. And it's like, oh yeah, I got another like Ferrari for like 300,000 or whatever. And then like you drive it, and it's like after 5 minutes, it's just boring because like whatever, another sports car, right? And yeah, obviously he comes off as a jerk, and I mean, I have the feeling he is, but whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever, it doesn't matter what I think. Um, but in essence, it's true. Because if he's been rich, I don't know how rich he is, but apparently he's supposed to be right. Whatever, and he's been it for a while. It's like so what? That's your new norm. That's your new standard. So it's literally nothing special about it. There's literally nothing special about it to these people because it is, per definition, not special to them. That's their new norm, which is not new anymore. They've been like rich for forever. It's like, so what, right? So something which is completely like just the mundane, just routine of your life, it cannot like just make you happy. It's just the way it is for them. It's like it's nothing, literally nothing special about it. So like, why the hell would it make them just in itself just make them happy or something? Especially again, if we're talking about the dopamine stuff, getting more stuff to get this kick. Like, oh, I got more stuff. If you have all the stuff in the world, the stuff is not gonna make you feel anything. And guess what? In terms of certain, like, like for example, articles of clothing or whatever, I even learned this lesson myself without being rich. Try buying enough of shit. So you just, at some point, you just give up. It's like, it like gives you nothing. There's no emotions you feel about it. And in the end, you understand it's completely pointless and useless. You don't need it. It's like, yeah, great, you got your. I guess I can be considered as a sneakerhead somewhat. I mean, I have like, I don't know, like 30 boxes of those stupid shoes and Nikes and all colors and all that nonsense. Guess what? I'm wearing the most boring Nikes I got. Just because it's convenient, it's like whatever. I'm not in the mood all the time to look like a clown. At least I'm wearing my shit. I'm not just collecting it. And everything was worn at some point, but it's like it's not interesting anymore because you get used to it. And if you're billionaire, you're gonna get used to it. You don't believe it, but I mean, you got chances. You got your classmates and whatnot. You're friends with still, right? So hey, you never know. Gotta hit on the right girl. Uh, Trust me, if you're gonna get your billions and whatever, you're gonna get used to it. Sure, maybe overall you're gonna feel more content, more chill, whatever, maybe, sure. But if you got other issues in terms of your personality, if you're some narcissist, psychopath, whatever, or have tendencies, or I don't know, maybe has on the spectrum and some other terms, uh, abandonment issues, any one of those things, just being rich in itself is not gonna remove it. It's not gonna help. And if you're longing for like being close to like people or like loved ones or whatever, it's not gonna be the hole in your soul basically is not gonna be filled by money alone. It's not how it works. Another good movie, There Will Be Blood. Very good movie. I think you're all aware what's the state of the protagonist in this movie. He got it all. And he sits alone in his huge mansion, just being an alcoholic and criminal and just. And we all know the tragedy of this movie is that he lost his son, right? That was the actual important part, not all the billions he made. So yeah, he's deeply unhappy, despite being like rich beyond belief, right? Because that's how human nature works.
And had families that had plenty of money, and they would go and going, and I see this right now, they're going into these careers that are miserable. Sure, like big law or banking or consulting or one of these groups. Yeah, they technically pay well. You're in the upper like quintile of income earners, but every
I'd gladly take those jobs. I'm not in upper echelons of anything.
single person I've talked to is extremely miserable. And
That's just complaining again. On top of everything, we got the typical American complaining about their situation. Do you think all the jobs beyond this level, like below actually, they're what? They're like happy jobs. And everybody loves their work, their job, or what? It's hard to find work that you actually like. It's possible. But again, because someone is complaining, being a banker or whatever, so what? People are complaining on in every position, on any level. So that alone is like, oh, they're all choosing miserable work. No, people are just generally miserable and they like to complain. They're choosing miserable work. What you think work which is less qualified? What working at McDonald's is what not miserable, and everyone's happy there. Or what the hell is I don't know. And again, this declarative misery of I'm working in the upper echelons of some law firm. Oh, it's such a miserable work. It's like, come on, bro. It's just the usual human complaining. I won't show too much respect for that. It's like, whatever. What are we talking about? Do I have to take it seriously? again, overall happiness of a human being is not like linearly derived from how much money he has or what work he does in terms of prestige. That's one topic. But saying that, oh, they chose miserable work, and then he says it's being a banker, like a law guy or whatever, that's not miserable work. That's highly qualified, skilled work, highly paid one. And you can like it, you cannot like it, it depends. It's like, I don't know, this is stupid.
And sometimes it's, I'm going to work this career, I'm going to work this job so that I can, make all this money. And, I look at these careers, and even someone who's like 40, like even if they're like in private equity or something, they're still miserable and they have no time. They're raising a family or whatever. And I also understand, like, if you're
Okay, I'm gonna stop at this. I'm gonna say my last point about it, but I could spend 35 minutes. Nobody's watching my shit anyway, so whatever. I'm gonna keep it shorter than back in the day. I'm also not a fan about, like, I'm not a fan of vagueness. I'm also not a fan of these generalizations. Oh, they work there for money, and like it's all it is. There's a bunch of highly driven people who actually enjoy this hustle. And if he's not seeing them, then I don't know what. Then he's not looking. He's just confirming his bias, I guess. Whatever. There's a bunch of people who enjoy this corporate climbing the ladder, working all the time, grinding for it. They're highly ambitious people, highly driven people. There's a bunch of them out there. So don't tell me, oh, they're all miserable, whatever. Ah, come on, man. Come on, man. I see those people. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. What I also see is like 70 years olds getting back into the corporate because, hey, they had a great run. They have their house. They can chill all the time. They have the money. They get back to the hustle. They get back to this corporate work because they like it. They like it. I have those examples. Yeah. They like it. They just like this work. The corporate work. Everybody was like, oh, it kills your soul or whatever. Ah, come on. What the hell? It always depends on who you are, what you actually like doing, things like that. I enjoy working with documents. I'm a quality assurance guy, I'm a quality management representative. I'm responsible for the processes in the company. I'm also quality assurance guy. I proofread, I look for little mistakes in any document, I find them. I get my joy in finding those things. I get my enjoyment out of finding mistakes, inconsistencies, discrepancies, all those type of things in the documents, in the processes, in the logic of others. I enjoy it. Do you understand that there's different people who enjoy different things? And to most people, yes, it's boring what I'm doing. For me, it's the perfect job for me, and I enjoy it. I less enjoy making stakeholder management because I need to talk to people and let's say I don't have the same level of respect for everyone because respect is something you have to earn. But let's say in corporate world or generally within uh, capitalistic system where you have clients, you have all those things. Some people get respect just because of their position or their function, and I'm not a big fan of that. I don't want to do this all the time. So for me, it's more quality management than project management, for example. Though I think project management would also suit me well. I would like it. It would be interesting. But it's more social than my line of duty. So I prefer my thing more because, I work by myself. Uh, it's more chill for me. Again, you can find work out there which you like. You can actually enjoy this work you do. If you give me just billions, obviously I'm not going to work. I'm going to just chill all the time. But let's be realists, right? Nobody's giving me this choice. So I'm taking the second best. I'm finding a work which I like. I did different jobs, right? Don't assume for a second that it's less soul killing that when what I did, like what is this moving, I don't know, I guess moving sounds stupid, I don't know, is it moving? If you move from one place to another, you hire guys to move your shit. I did this, right? And the jazz and stuff, like installing, I don't know, washing machine in a house or whatever. You would call it handyman stuff, I guess, but here in Europe you actually there's actual educated people doing this, trade schools and all that, with actual like certificates and licenses and whatnot. Whatever. It seems to me though, like in the US, it's just the handyman is doing everything. It's just random people from the street who are gonna do everything for you. That sounds weird to me. I'm not a fan of American standards, like the ASME concepts, compared to international standard organization stuff, like ISOs and whatnot. I like the European approach generally more of um, thinking before you're doing something and estimating the risks with it before you do something, where the American approach is, someone died, something exploded, now we're gonna adjust something. Not a fan. Look it up. That's actually how your American standards are working. It's a reactive system of just reacting to shit happening instead of, proactive system. Yeah, anyhow, so don't listen to this nonsense like, all those poor corporate guys, they're just miserable all the time because, oh no, such hardship. Come on. A bunch of them gonna do it for the show because everybody complains about work. That's just what people do. That's where you grab your beer and just, the work sucks. Whatever. And somebody who's genuinely that unhappy with their corporate position, then they're just doing the wrong job. So just go look for something else. Look, whatever. Overall, though, don't try to sell me that. The poor law guys, the poor, I don't know, bankers, the poor whatever else, finance people. Oh no, boo hoo. Their work is such misery. Come on. No, it's not. Yeah, so that's it for today. And guys, if you want to see more of my shit, just spread it. Come on, just smear it on the wall. Well, that's disgusting. Don't do that. But hit a like, make a comment, leave a comment, subscribe for the great insight of my little head. It's not fucking little, it's huge actually. Hard to wear hats, but whatever. Uh, Otherwise, YouTube is just gonna still keep me at like 5 views or whatever, or 0 views. I got actually just videos with 0 views. Like, what the hell is that? Am I that bad? I know I have an accent and I'm a douchebag, I'm sure, but like, come on. Come on. Anyhow, that's it for today. See you next time.